Dear students, today we shall begin a new chapter, chapter 3, Chemical Messages for Homeostasis. In the beginning of this chapter, you can see a conversation between two students and they are discussing about the height difference of two individuals in a picture. Do you know what is the reason for such height differences? It is a hormone related problem. Have you heard about hormones? We are already familiar with some of the hormones include insulin, thyroxine, estrogen, etc. So from where these hormones are produced? Our body consists of an organ system called endocrine system. It consists of endocrine glands and this glands produces hormones or the secretions of these endocrine glands are known as hormones. Endocrine system is an organ system that present in our body which controls and coordinates all the activities in our body. And this endocrine system consists of endocrine glands. And this glands secretes the hormones or the secretions of endocrine glands are known as hormones. So these hormones are the chemical messengers that controls all the activities that takes place inside the cell. Or this hormones controls the cellular activities. And this endocrine system does not consist of any duct to carry this secretion. We already know that all glands have a duct to carry its secretions, but our endocrine gland does not have a duct to carry the secretion or to carry hormone to different cells. So this gland or the glandular cell is known as ductless gland. So how these hormones are transported to cells? The hormones are transported to cells through blood. We already know that different hormones have different functions. For example, insulin is having a function which is very different from the hormone estrogen. So we already studied that our endocrine gland does not have any duct to carry the hormones to specific cells. So the hormones are transmitted through blood. So we can imagine that all the hormones will reach near to all cells. But it is only acting upon a particular or a specific target cell. So how it is possible? Let us find out. Now look at this picture. Here you can see this is a blood vessel and we already studied that the hormones are transmitted through blood. So here you can see the hormone molecules and these hormone molecules are released near to cells and it will reach near all cells. But here you can see this particular hormone molecule is only acting upon this particular cell, but it is not acting upon this cell. So how it is possible? Here you can see, while looking onto the structure of the hormone molecule, here you can see the structure is just like this. So here you can see this hormone molecules are binding only with this cell or only with the receptor of this cell, but it is not binding with the receptor of this cell. So can you see any difference in the shape of the receptor of both cells? So here you can see the hormone molecules are only binding with the receptor of this cell, but it is not binding with the receptor of this cell. So what is the reason for that? Just have a look onto the shape of receptor of both cells. Here you can see the shape of receptor is just like this. So you can see the shape of receptor is just like this. But look at the shape of this receptor. It is just like this. So from this shape of the receptor itself, we can understand that this particular hormone molecules can only bind with this receptor present in this first cell. This is the reason why here you can see a hormone receptor complex is formed. Does this particular hormone molecules are able to bind with this receptor? No, it's not possible. But it can bind properly with this receptor. So it will bind just like this. So a hormone receptor complex is formed in this cell, but it is not formed in this cell. So now we understood that the cells with a specific receptor can only receive a specific hormone molecule so that it can form a proper hormone receptor complex. And after the formation of a hormone receptor complex, what happens is this particular hormone activates the enzymes present inside the cell. Certain enzymes will be present inside the cell. So this hormones activates the enzyme present inside this cell and certain changes takes place inside this particular cell.
Now let us learn what is the role of pancreas in the process of digestion. Pancreas produces two hormones. One is insulin and another one is glucagon. Beta cells of the pancreas, which is called as islets of Langerhans, produces the insulin. The hormone glucagon is produced by alpha cells on pancreas.
So what is the role of insulin and glucagon in our body? This insulin helps in cellular uptake of glucose, or it helps the cells to utilize the glucose, and also the insulin converts the excess quantity of glucose into glycogen and store in liver and muscles. But what is the function of glucagon? This glucagon converts the glycogen that is stored in liver into glucose, and also the glucagon produces glucose from amino acids. So from this we understood that the insulin helps to regulate or reduces the quantity of glucose in our body, but glucagon increases the amount of glucose in our body. The normal level of glucose in blood is 70 to 110 milligram per 100 ml. This is the normal level of sugar in our blood. So this insulin and glucagon is balancing the amount or the quantity of glucose in our body, or it regulates the amount of glucose in our body. So when we are having a high blood sugar, it means that the production of glucagon is more and the production of insulin is less. And if we are having a less blood sugar, it means that the production of insulin is high and the production of glucagon is less. If the amount of glucose in blood or if the amount of sugar in blood exceeds more than 110 milligram per 100 ml, it means that we are having a high blood sugar. And if it is going less than 70, we can say that we are having a low blood sugar. And if we are having a high blood sugar, it means that the production of insulin is less and the production of glucagon is high. And if we are having a low blood sugar, it means that the production of insulin is high and the production of glucagon is less.